The Lion King is directed by Jon Favreau and is a new Disney remake. Like we don't get those. This is a very original thing for Disney to do, remake their movies. Yeah. In terms of where I stand on the other Disney remakes, for the most part, I like them. The Jungle Book, Favreau's other Disney remake, is my favourite. I loved Beauty and the Beast. I loved Beauty and the Beast. I loved Aladdin earlier this year. I thought I was going to hate that movie, but biggest surprise film of the year for me. And I even have a soft spot for Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. So, going into Jungle Book, I was nervous because I'd seen the reviews and they were not giving this film much love. So I was nervous but still excited. And what did I think of The Lion King? Let me put it this way. It is the exact same story. Beat for beat, basically. There are some new things here and there, but more or less, it's beat for beat. But while it is the same story, it's missing two key things that made the original so special. Energy and personality. This film doesn't have any of that. I'm a massive fan of Jon Favreau. Jungle Book, Iron Man. He's a great director, but he didn't bring his A game here. Felt like he was more concerned with getting a big paycheck than making a good movie. This isn't a terrible movie. Let me just start off with the positives. Best thing about this film is Billy Eichner, I think that's how you say his name, as Timon and Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. And you get to hear him laugh as a warthog. That was heaven to me. Billy Eichner as Timon and Seth Rogen as Pumbaa are the two best things about this film. They provide all the humour. And they keep this film from being stale. They prevent it from being boring. Whenever I think back to this movie, because I saw this yesterday, and whenever I think back to it, the first thing that comes to my head is Timon and Pumbaa. I was just like, maybe I was a bit harsh with my grade, because I review films on Instagram. I did my review yesterday. And when I think back to the film, my first thought is Timon and Pumbaa. I'm just like, because that scenes were so enjoyable, I was just like, maybe I was a bit harsh with my grade. But now I think about everything else, I was just like, no, it deserves that grade. I'll talk about my issues in a minute. You've been hearing it everywhere. The effects, they're excellent. They're potentially game-changing. However, the lack of emotion on the faces of the lions is jarring, because the film was meant to be photorealistic. And lions can't emote in real life. So the filmmakers were just like, well, the lions can't emote in this film. But the voice cast do have emotion in their voice. So, like, this is a bit of a spoiler. If you've seen the original Lion King, it's not a spoiler. But if you haven't seen the original Lion King, I'm going to keep my hand up while I'm talking, and then when I put it down, you can unmute the video. Okay, so during Mufasa's death scene, it's laughable, honestly. It's so stupid at this iteration. But when Simba's screaming, no, or help, I can't remember what it is. I think it was no, and Simba's screaming that. It's just a straight face, but you can hear the emotion in the voice. And that was jarring. Alright, I'm done now. Obviously the music, but it's the exact same music from the original with one or two new songs added in. I don't like the new Beyoncé song, sorry. The new Elson track in the credits is great, but yeah. Let's move on to my issues. I did mention that it is the exact same story, but it's just lost a lot of personality and energy. And I'd be fine if they kind of gave the musical sequences new life. But it's just so dull and bland. Like, I just can't wait to be king. In the original, that's for colour. And it's imaginative. Here, it's just lions running around somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, and that's my favourite track in the Lion King soundtrack. So I was really disappointed with that sequence. Some scenes are done really well, namely Circle of Life and Hakuna Matata, but others, it just, there was no energy to the film. I know I keep saying that, but that's my big issue with it. There's no energy. Also, another issue I have is the cast. They're all really talented actors, all of them. But I feel everyone was miscast here. All I can really hear when Simba and Nala are talking are the voices of Donald Glover and Beyonce coming out the mouths of CG characters instead of going, oh, this is Simba and Nala. All I can hear is the celebrity's voice. And that was kind of annoying. This isn't awful. As I said, I love Timon and Pumbaa. The effects are great. But it just lacks the creativity that made the original so great. And I left really disappointed. I'm going to give The Lion King a C. I'm going to try and do more videos. But honestly, I wasn't even planning doing a video review. I had nothing to do today. I was just like, do a video review of The Lion King. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.